Stadium in Eugene. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Moore. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head, in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. It's complete to the right. He'll come through on... downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Running inside. It's Davison. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
More play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. It's complete on the right side. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage and make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The run inside. It's Peoples. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Handoff for Peoples. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Using his legs, it's Martin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Moore. At the 40 there. He makes the grab in their space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Peoples. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to him. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Quick strike complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Nittany Lions need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Puts it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. keeps it out in the flat. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing more. Looking to buy time. He'll get rid of it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Quarterback making checks. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Handoff for People. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Beck. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Quarterback keeps it. He works it inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the 1st down, now a decision to be made. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Moore to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
Blue, 22. Hey, move. Go, go.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore steps away. He'll pull it down. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 12 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Huskers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Quarterback keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He'll take it himself. Finding some room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Using his legs, it's Davison. Picks up the first down. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Ducks. You know they love their trap at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Beck. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They're throwing for it on 4th down, using his feet to buy time. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not?
Makes the catch, and he's free. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. There's a crease. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Firing to the right, complete. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Second and goal for the offense. designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with people.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Nice grab in traffic. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff, Peoples running left. Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Gets the back moving. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Ready, ready. Blue 22, blue 22.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Ready, go.
Running inside. It's Davison. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Down, ready. White 29. Hey, check it. 3692, level check. Go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Hard running there. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Second down.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Running it to the right. There's some room. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call.
Here we go, ready.
just a short pass to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Sends it back in motion.
Go, go!
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Could not make his way to the corner. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Makes it past the marker. And he's still running after the move. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Here's Peoples one more time. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And the kick is good, but not nearly enough to cover the spread. Well, maybe some spreads, but not the spread of the actual game. And the game is over. And that's going to do it for this one.